by Kyle Porter at Kyle Porter's 4H ago 5 minutes red on a week when scores surged north of 1,000 over par. Justin Thomas held on and threw down a thrilling ending to the 2018 Honda Classic as he won in a one-hole playoff over Luke List. The victory was his second of the 201,718 season, 7th in the last 2 years and 8th of his career, following a first 10 holes that saw Thomas hit just 4 fairways in regulation and bonk a tee ball off some rocks on a par 3. He got through the bear trap unscathed before unleashing one of the more dramatic endings to a tournament we've seen all year. Since 2007, highest score to par a PGA National Champion course 2011 1,110 so far this week 1007 shot link. PGA Tour Media at Tour Media February 25, 2018 as they stepped to the 18th hole, Thomas and playing partner List were tied at 7 under with Alex Noren, who was already in the clubhouse. Thomas and List pumped 2 of the 3 longest drives of the day on number 18, but List was in the fairway and Thomas was not. Because he pushed his into the right rough, Thomas had to lay up to 117 yards away on the par 5. List went for the green, made it and had a 33-foot eagle putt. Thomas, however, was just giving List a better seat for the show as it turned out. His third shot nearly went in the cup. In fact, he was pleading with it to hop left and go in, which would have effectively ended the event. It stayed up, but Thomas had a clicking birdie. List covered him up with a twop-up birdie of his own, and those two went to a playoff. After List pumped one amid the palm trees on the first playoff hole and hit his second off a hospitality tent, it was all but over. List said afterward he knew Thomas was going to make birdie, and Thomas did with ease after reaching the par 5 green into the same one had just tried to burn down 20 minutes earlier. It capped off a 3-day stretch in which Thomas made 51 pars of birdies and shot a round of the tournament 65 on Saturday. At the end of a wind-whipped week, Thomas looked beat as he answered questions from CBS Sports' Peter Kostis. "It was another level of difficulty," Thomas said. "Not only the amount of people I was trying but this golf course itself. Luke was playing unbelievable on that back 9. It was a hell of a battle out there. I thought I stayed very calm all day. I know what this back 9 holds. I know how tough it can be. It feels awesome to come out on top. I'm so proud of myself for how well I played. I only dropped 1 shot each of the last 3 days." With the win, Thomas now joins an eye-popping list of golfers who have won 8 or more times in the last 3 decades. The victory is his 7th in 31 tries and serves as part 2 of an encore to his ludicrous 5-win season in 201,617. Thomas also won the CJ Cup at 9 Bridges last fall. Only 3 players in the last 30 years have had 8 or more PGA Tour wins before age 25: Tiger Woods 24, Jordan Spieth 11 and Justin Thomas 8. Justin Ray at Justin Ray GC February 25, 2018. The big moment was obviously the wedge on the 72nd hole to get into the playoff, but Thomas had to fight for 71 holes just to get into that position. The crux of the JT ethos is this: there aren't many guys who would hit the shot in that spot. But there also aren't many who could hang on for 71 holes of madness around PGA National. Thomas somehow embodies both. This is why he's one of the best golfers on the planet right now. This is why he's won 8 times before turning 25 in April. This is why he's Justin Thomas. Here are our grades for the Honda Classic. Tommy Fleetwood 4th. The Englishman might have my favorite swing on the PGA Tour right now. He was lights out on the weekend as he fired a 6,769 that nearly scored him in his first win on the PGA Tour. Still, some of the shots he hit at PGA National, while not surprising given his ball flight and trajectory, were ridiculous. That first PGA Tour victory is on deck. Great day Rory McIlroy T59. If you would have told me a Nike athlete paid 8 figures a year and somebody named Rory would be in the top 20 at the end of the week but that neither would be Rory McIlroy, I would have lost a lot of money. The good news for McIlroy is that he finished top 20 in strokes gained putting. The bad news is that that stat usually means he wins the golf tournament. This quote from McIlroy sums up his week at PGA National. Grade D asked Rory what he can take away from the week when the wind is this strong and the greens this bad. World ranking points, FedEx Cup points and some cash, hopefully. That's about it. Ryan Lavner at Ryan Lavner GC February 23, 2018. Tiger Woods' 12th. Tiger played about as well as anybody could have envisioned him playing this week following that missed cut at the Genesis Open last week at Riviera Country Club. There are a number of different stats to pick from over the course of Tiger's even par 280, but the one that probably stood out most was his proximity to the hole number of 29 feet, 3 inches. It's not just a number, either. It felt like Woods was pin high on pretty much every single hole I watched. It all adds up to Woods surging into the top 400 of the official world golf rankings. Great day. Tiger Woods finished with an average proximity to the hole of 293, which is currently more than 2.5 feet better than anyone else in the field. Justin Ray at Justin Ray GC February 25, 2018. Ricky Fowler MC Fowler ejected hard in the second round with a 76. The defending champion made 6 bogeys and a double, but Jayan never had a shot at the cut line. To me, it's a little more disconcerting when a player makes loads of bogeys than when he makes one really atrocious score like a quadruple bogey on a par 3. Fowler has now missed 2 of his last 3 cuts, which is 1 fewer than he missed in all of 2017. I haven't been swinging it great the last month and a half. It hasn't been great, said Fowler. Obviously playing in the wind, it will pick you apart even more. I had spurts of good stuff in Phoenix. That's why we were in contention. Grade F. Sergio Garcia T33. I try to always include my pick to win for the week, especially when he plays as poorly as Garcia did this week. Garcia couldn't crack 70 this week at PGA National, mostly because he drove it and putted terribly. His approach shots were still fabulous, and we got several instances of Sergio charge throughout, which was amazing. However, Garcia made 4 doubles on the week, 3 of them on Sunday, and was never truly in the mix after going out in 38 on his first 9 holes in round 1. He gets a bit of a pass given how long it's been since he played, but I expect to see him jump back on track in the letdown to the Masters in a month and a half. Grade C. Check out updates and highlights from round 4 at the Honda Classic below. Thanks for stopping by. Get ready for the upcoming season with the 2018 PGA Tour schedule.